Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Starry Tarot. My name is, I don't know why I said that like a question. Welcome to Starry Tarot. Welcome to Starry Tarot. It is good to see you. If you are new here, welcome, and thank you for your subscription. If you are returning, welcome back. It is wonderful to see you. I am Sophie. I am your friendly tarot reader for today. Today I am using the beautiful, if y'all know me, you know this is my favorite tarot artist, one of my favorite artists, period, Charlie Quintero. This was the first deck I got from her, which is her Moon Power, beautiful Moon Power tarot deck. I also have her Mars Power tarot deck as well as her Jupiter Power tarot deck. They're all beautiful. I wanted to get her Star Power tarot deck, but I believe it's sold out and out of print. But yes, so welcome to Starry Tarot. I can answer any of your questions with the exception of medical and or legal questions. My basic menu of readings is as follows, and it's pinned at the top of the chat, as well as found throughout the body of the chat and in the information for the live stream. My mini reading is $7.77, donated via Cashapp, Venmo, or PayPal, and that consists of one question and 5 cards. Or if you need to use SuperChat, it is $9.99. I also offer full reading, which consists of 10 cards, and that can be just one question or split into 2 5-card questions, and that is $14.14 unless you need to use SuperChat, and then it's $20.20. And then I also do in-depth readings, which are 15 cards, and those are $21.21 unless you need to donate using Super Chat, in which they are $29.29. And that is just for any general questions that you may have. I answer all sorts of questions. I answer a lot of romance questions, interrelational questions, so to speak, not even necessarily of a romantic nature, but questions about family members, friends, coworkers, etc. Career, finance, spiritual questions, questions about life's changes and the direction in which you're heading, questions regarding that. But then I also have another menu of options as well. Well, I offer my love spread, which is at no additional donation amount. I developed that many moons ago, and it essentially answers 5 questions in one. It can be done with a mini, a full, or an expanded reading. And it answers what your current general energies are towards the connection, what their current thoughts are towards you, what their current feelings and their current intentions are towards you, as well as their current general energies towards the connection. So I often recommend this reading to clients of mine who come to me asking, how does so-and-so feel about me, or like just in general, how is someone regarding me? I always recommend this question because it's very in-depth and comprehensive and covers all the bases there. I'm also a psychic medium. I can communicate with those who have passed on. If that is something that you are interested in, please let me know before sending your donation. I do need to check to make sure I can communicate with them. So I'll need their name, their date of birth, and their date of passing, as well as their relation to you. It's super helpful if you can provide a photograph, but it's not mandatory, but it really does help me. So yeah, if that's something that you are interested in, please let me know. And then yeah, in regards to love, and we just received a donation from Miss Mercedes. Hey Mercedes girl, how are you doing? I hope you are doing well, love. Yeah, I'm doing great. The card that I pulled for today was the Magician Reverse. So far, it feels pretty magical. So I'm like almost waiting for something to happen. I'm like I don't want to say I'm waiting for something bad to happen, but I'm like, what? Today has felt very magical, very good. Yeah, I'm doing well. I hope you're doing great. Yeah, right. The Magician's one of my favorite cards. But reversed, oy. Magical is good, yeah, and as long as it feels magical, that's where we like to stay. Were you interested in a? Did you have one question or did you have multiple questions? I wanted to ask to do, hey, Big Cleo, how's it going, love? I wanted to ask to do a thoughts, feelings, and intention spread. Absolutely, absolutely, love. And we're reading for Mercedes right now. So if you made a donation, you would be next on the queue. I wanted to ask to do a thoughts, feelings, and intention spread with this guy. I hooked up with this guy, and his name is Anthony. Do you know his sign by any chance? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Anthony's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Mercedes? Okay. And that's totally fine, girl. We can still proceed, obviously. We have Three of Pentacles reversed, King of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Wands reversed, Queen of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Seven of Cups reversed, the Hierophant, Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot, Ace of Cups reversed, Eight of Cups, Six of Cups, and the Tower. Wow. Okay, there's a lot going on here. And thank you so much for your donation, Cleo. Thank you, girl. Let me go ahead and add you here. Okay. All right. So there's a lot to unpack here. 4 questions. You got it, honey. Okay. So starting with your general current energies, Miss Mercedes, we have Three of Pentacles reversed and Nine of Pentacles and the Chariot. So I know you said you hooked up with him. How long ago? It was recently. I don't know how well you've known him overall, how well you knew him prior to that. But starting with this Three of Pentacles reversed, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but there's possibly some feelings that you might have of competition, like worries about there being possible other women who might be interested in him. Correct me if I'm wrong, but despite that, we do have this Nine of Pentacles, which is definitely a signifier of some optimism here when it comes to this being more than just a hookup. Yeah, he gets a lot of girls flirting. Yeah, and I can see that here because the Three of Pentacles reverse could mean quite a few things, and seeing all this other energy, I was like, okay, like I'm not gonna run out the gate and say he's a Playboy Charles because I'm not getting that so much, but he does get a lot of attention, and that is something you notice. And I picked it up in the energy. I saw it here. So I do think that is a bit of a concern, but you also know what your worth is. Not and that I'm not saying that in an arrogant way, like you feel like, oh well, I'm better than all the other girls, so I actually have potential. It's not like that. It's more you guys are very and he sees it too. You guys actually have quite a bit. You actually do have quite a bit of cohesion and potential. You would likely work quite well together if there was to be some longevity between the two of you, which is also what I'm seeing here with this Chariot card. When it comes to optimism in regards to like seeing things like how this is going to go, it's you do see potential for it being more, for there to be more, for there to, I said to myself, if he isn't interested seriously, then I'm more than prepared to walk away. That's the way to get into it. That's the way to do it. Yeah, to not take it, not take it personally, because really it's nothing. It's often just a matter of with a lot of folks, wrong place, wrong time. Like maybe two folks would be good together, but maybe not at that time. So yeah, maybe he gets a lot of female attention, but we don't, I don't know how cohesive they are together. Whereas I see the two of you actually being in a lot of similar places. I do see some differences, and we'll get to that. But I also see a lot of similarities, and yes, potential. Now, his general energies, we have the Queen of Swords, the freaking Ten of Pentacles. We know how I feel about this card. I think this is the most powerful card in the deck. And I never pull it. I think I've told you my plight. I've only pulled it for myself once during my daily card pullings over 7 years. Still, and it doesn't come out that often in readings either. Honestly. And then this Tower card. So again, I don't know how well y'all knew each other prior to you guys hooking up recently. But with this Queen of Swords, you really, I almost want to start with the Tower. You rocked his world. And again, I'm not saying this in like an arrogant or not arrogant, but like not like a means of superiority, but like you're unlike other girls he's met before, and not in the corny way. Like you're unlike any. Of course, we're all unique. But I don't think he ever you really I don't think he saw this coming. I did. I honestly couldn't tell. Oh, I'm sure he plays it cool. You know how dudes are. Most dudes that don't. A lot of people, a lot of women get turned off by that, and a lot of dudes know that. This is what, as I'm getting older, this is what I'm seeing. So it would not surprise me that he wasn't fawning all over you. I'm sure he treated you like a gentleman, but he is still guarded with his feelings. And I see this with this Queen of Swords. When I say he's guarded, he really is. He often doesn't open up that quickly. Even with I don't want to say just a hookup, but he often doesn't. He did not expect to be hit like this. he acted super cool and he was very polite. I thought, oh, maybe it's just a hookup then. Well, then we have this Ten of Pentacles right here, girl. Ten of Pentacles is not just a hookup. No way. Ten of Pentacles, I can't say that this is going to end in marriage, but Ten of Pentacles is a big deal. It's definitely something of value and commitment and longevity, something that's like really treasured and valued. It's ultimate contentment. And that's the other thing is like, yeah, you guys, I don't think he fits with a lot of women. And right now, and he fit very well, even though it was a brief encounter, not too brief, but everything that the time he spent with you and everything that he got to know of you, he really, and he's very picky too. That's the other thing. And I know you are too. He's very, very picky. And he sets a lot of boundaries and he often doesn't, he's very afraid of opening up. And I don't know when the last time he did open up was. So I think that's a fear. I think he knows that if there is going to be something more with you, that he's going to have to drop some of those boundaries. And I don't know when the last time that was. His thoughts towards you, we have the King of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Ace of Cups reversed. So we've got both this Queen of Swords and the King of Swords here. Yeah, very high standards for his romantic partners. He's really, really picky. And he normally doesn't even consider a lot of the women that he goes on dates with for something more long-term, something with potential. But that's what I'm seeing with this Four of Wands right underneath. That's a union. He thinks there's potential for longevity. But we also have this Ace of Cups reversed, which I don't, well, you guys have just met each other, so to say that he loves you would be kind of ludicrous. You guys don't know each other well enough, I think, to say that. But I also don't think this Ace of Cups reversed has anything to do with you. I think this is what it has to do with these boundaries I'm talking about. He puts up a lot of boundaries in romance, and he's wondering if he can open himself up. And it starts with him, if he can open himself up to something possibly more with you, because he does feel like there is potential for forward movement. Wheel of Fortune, he feels that way, you feel that way. These are both the wheel cards, girl. No, we have mutual friends though, so we've interacted before. Okay. It would still be, but I think it would still be like, if he did say he loved you right now, I think that would be a red flag. That would be love bombing. You know what I mean? It takes some time to say that, the L word, But I also don't think it has to do with affections for you. I think it has to do with him and himself, and how he moves forward, which he feels like this has potential. But he also knows with the Seven of Cups reversed that he has a difficult time making solid decisions when it comes to romance. That's where I was like, okay, I'm not getting F-boy energy, but I'm also getting the energy of someone who likely hasn't been in something committed for a while. Do you know if he's been in something committed for a while? Because then we have this Eight of Cups, and he feels like there's something or someone he needs to walk away from. And I think it's probably like his past behavior, like his past life, which didn't involve him having an actual like connection with someone. He just kind of broke up with someone. Okay, like he did, or he kind of, like, were they like legit in a relationship and they just went through a breakup? Not sure if it's officially. Okay, so that actually probably has to do with her, and this probably has to do with her as well too. Less to do with, and I mean the boundaries are there because he probably, yeah, I feel like there's something, yeah, he likely hasn't fully moved on then, because there's something that's what I was trying. Like, some people just choose to have boundaries, but that would stand to reason if he's just gone through a breakup, or if he's going through something with someone else. He knows that he can't start something without ending something. his intentions towards you, we have the Seven of Wands reversed, the Hierophant, and the Six of Cups. Yeah, this Seven of Wands reversed. This Seven of Wands reversed is usually a card, usually indicative of like denial in love, or yielding in some way, surrendering in some way. So if they haven't made it official, or if they, even if they have, it might be surrendering to like really like moving on, moving, because there's this forward momentum energy that I'm getting, which is, now that I know he's just gone through a breakup, I do think it might be a little concerning, just because now I'm questioning like his, because everything looks kosher here, but his intentions, and that's what I always say, like, when it doesn't mean that he doesn't actually like you. I do feel that he does genuinely have feelings for you and genuinely sees feelings of potential with you. But this was the column I didn't like, was his intentions. And I talk about this a lot when people date right after breakups, or possibly when they're not even officially over. A lot of people do that to bypass, or think they can bypass heartache, and it like never works. That's not, and it's also I think unfair to the other person. Even if feelings are genuinely there, you know, there's a lot that he needs to heal from. There's this Eight of Cups is big, needing to walk away from someone or something. But yeah, he does see that the two of you do have a lot in common, and would likely work well together. And everything that he's seen and learned and experienced with you, he's liked a lot. But the Six of Cups, and well, here's the other thing about the Six of Cups is about healing, and sorry, one sec. Yeah, the Six of Cups, when it's reversed, it's like someone's not able to stay in the present moment. Someone's stuck in the past. When it's reversed, it's like this chariot card, the Wheel of Fortune. It's about like looking to the future, trying to move forward. Definitely looking to the future with optimism, and I think he does really like you. And yeah, this Ten of Pentacles doesn't lie. Like he does really see the potential for a connection with you and him, something that would have some longevity to it and substance and depth. But he's also, at first I just thought it was boundaries. I thought he was, just emotionally unavailable, or had put up emotional, boundaries. This King of Swords, this Queen of Swords. Yes, he has set boundaries, but I feel like the boundaries are more there because of the situation that hasn't fully come to a close. Which also doesn't mean that he doesn't want something new. But it's also, even if you want a relationship to end between you and another person, even the worst relationships I've been in where I've dumped the person, there's still residual healing I need to do, because, oh my gosh, sorry, one sec. Because you're spending like a whole life, and I don't know how long they were together, but even the shorter relationships, you still build a connection with someone, even if it's someone that you no longer want to be with. So that's what I'm seeing here is he does see the potential for a new chapter with you and him, but he's also very aware that he needs to move on. He needs to end things with his last relationship before he can start another one. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you, Mercedes. Thank you very much for your donation, love. I really appreciate you, and I hope I brought you clarity there. Sorry, my cards fell all over the table there. Cleo, thank you for your donation, Cleo. Okay, so you donated for 4. You wanted 4 individual questions. You're so welcome, Mercedes. Thank you. Let me know how things go. I don't know when this happened, and I'm guessing you guys have talked since then. I hope you guys have, but definitely keep me posted. Cleo, please come to the chat. Thank you. Cleo, it is your turn. Please come to the chat. Thank you. Cleo, please come to the chat. It is your turn, love. Thank you. Cleo, please come to the chat. Thank you. Cleo, it is your turn. If Cleo is not here in the next minute, then the donation queue will go back to being open, and while we wait for Cleo. Cleo, please come to the chat. Thank you. Hi, Cleo. Thank you for being here. So you had 4 individual questions, right, love? Yes, please post your first question. Thank you. What is the state of NK's and PU's connection currently? Okay. Do you know their signs? Angels, messengers, and spirit. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the current state of NK and PU's connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the current state between NK and PU's connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the current state of NK and PU's connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the current state of NP and PU's connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the current state of NP and PU's connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the current state of NP and PU's connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the current state of NP and PU's connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the current state of NP and PU's connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the current state of NP and PU's connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the current state of NK and PU's connection? Death reversed, Ace of Cups reversed, Six of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Chariot. Yeah, NK is a Cancer. That's really interesting. We have both the Queen of Cups and the Chariot. These are both the Cancer cards. So I don't know how long they've been dating for. It's not. I wouldn't say that there's trouble in paradise. That's not what I'm seeing here. This feels like it's a relationship that is still functioning well. The wheels are still turning. There's still affection and love between the two of them. There's definitely mutual respect and reciprocity, especially with the Six of Pentacles right here in the center. There's a good balance of give and take. But it's very much, I would be very surprised if this was a new couple, because it feels very much like a couple that's been together for a little while now. Things are starting to feel a little bit stagnant with the Death card. There isn't too much not forward growth, but things are just kind of the same. And this Ace of Cups reversed, with this Queen of Cups, I'm not seeing it as a lack of affection for either one of them, between the two of them, but more a declining focus on the relationship as a whole. So this is really giving me energy. This is really giving me the vibes of someone who's been together for like a while, where it's almost routine, like their relationships like integrated into their routine. So that's what I'm seeing with them. And yeah, the two Cancer cards right next to each other, and NK is a Cancer. How long is a while? I'd say for what the energy that I'm getting by a while, I would say 6 months. They've been together for a few months. Okay. Well, it's, like I said, it doesn't feel like there's like, again, it doesn't feel like trouble in paradise, but it feels like perhaps with that, like it just feels like things are kind of the same as they always were. Maybe 6 months possibly. It feels like this, girl. It feels like it's past the honeymoon period. Hey, Sophie, just stopping in to say hi. Hi, welcome. Hello, Avira, Virgo. Hey, girl, how are you doing? Thank you. Yeah, and it's different for different couples. Sometimes couples start to act like they've been together forever, like really soon. Some couples it takes forever, and I've definitely seen that. So I just think they've kind of just fallen into a routine. It feels like just like not lavender haze. The honeymoon period's over. They're not upset with each other, but it's just not exciting. Will P choose PU or me in time to come? Her 5 cards and me 5 cards. I think they are seeing each other but not formal. Okay. So you want, so the first, okay, so you want me to ask first 5 cards, will P choose PU? Okay. And what's P's sign? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose PU romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose PU romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose PU romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose PU romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose PU romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose PU romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose PU romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose PU romantically? Angels, messengers, and... Okay. We'll do a 10-card throwdown. Angels, messengers, and spirits, will P choose PU? Well, I have to re-incant anyway, so we'll do... Okay, sorry, I wish I had read that sooner. But it's fine. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, because when I do a throwdown, I need to ask it like individually. Angels, messengers, and spirits, will P choose PU or Cleo? And again, what is P's sign? Angels, messengers, and spirits, will P choose PU or Cleo? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose PU or Cleo romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose P, U, or Cleo romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirits, will P choose PU or Cleo romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose PU or Cleo romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose PU or Cleo romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose PU or Cleo romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose PU or Cleo romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose PU or Cleo romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose PU or Cleo romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, is P going to choose PU or Cleo romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose PU or Cleo romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose PU or Cleo romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, will P choose PU or Cleo romantically? Okay, so the first 5 top cards are regarding PU. Oh, it's the same person. Okay. And that person is the Cancer. Okay. Oh, he's the Cancer. Yeah, those cards both came out. Okay, so this is PU. We have the Hangman reversed, 4 of Wands reversed, the Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the Lovers. And this is for you. We have 3 of Swords reversed, 6 of Pentacles reversed, Page of Pentacles reversed, 10 of Swords, and 7 of Swords reversed. Okay. It looks like PU. And you're a Libra. Yeah. So this, what I'm seeing here, starting with these first 5 cards, again, there's this energy, I will say there's this energy of stagnation with the Hangman reversed. I don't know if they know each other better or have a history with one another, but there's almost like a level of familiarity with these two as well. And when you say, is he going to pick me or is he going to pick her romantically, the answer, looking at these cards and feeling the energies, the answer I would give to you automatically just at first glance is PU. However, it comes with some caveats. I don't think he's looking for like a long-term connected thing. The Lovers is definitely indicative of a romantic connection, but it's usually like for a hot minute. It usually, like, the flame usually burns out pretty quickly. It's a lot of love bombing. It's real fast. A lot of physical desire. Almost, I don't want to say that he doesn't value her at all past her physical self, but there's a really strong attraction there to want to consummate the physical if it hasn't been consummated already. Hi Tim, welcome, good to see you. And yeah, the Queen of Pentacles, this is the card where I do see someone making a choice. But again, with this Four of Wands reverse, Four of Wands is a romantic union, but it's one of longevity, and definitely mutual affections and energy, which I'm not seeing here. This looks more like a connection, but not deep. But I don't see him choosing you, love. We have the Three of Swords reversed. Spirit is saying that he is not going to take the chance of breaking your heart. Six of Pentacles reversed. It hurts me to say this, but I'm gonna look for some extra clarity just in case it could mean something else. But yeah, there's an inequality between the two of you when it comes to either how much you like him versus how much he likes you. And he senses that imbalance, and it's not something he wants to move forward with. This Page of Pentacles reversed. Page of Pentacles is definitely a card of wanting to retain some semblance of balance. And thank you very much. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Tim. You are such a sweetheart. Thank you very, very much. When did you say your birthday was again? Did you say the 19th? Wait, is it today? And then this Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is actually something is usually indicative of something coming to an end. Usually indicative of a breakup or a parting of ways between two people. I don't know what the connection, how the connection stands between you and NK right now. But with this, and yeah, this just looks like, I mean, I know it's, I don't know the guy, but according to these cards, this is someone who you really don't want to be with long term at all. Or it's someone who they don't want you to be with long term. They don't want you to be with him at all. Like, these are all warning cards to me that, like, that this is definitely someone that you don't want to move forward with, and it's a good thing you're dodging a bullet here. I don't say that too often, but that's really what I'm seeing. They are not a fan, and we didn't even ask what their opinion was, but like the energy I'm getting is just like very like vociferously, like just like let her know she's not missing out on anything or anyone special at all. And it is not a matter of one person being better than the other. It's not a competition. It's just about someone. And this is the thing. He wants things on his terms. He needs to be controlling. He needs things convenient for him. And maybe that's something that you're fine with. But it would definitely come at a cost. You have been such a great help in my journey. Just saying. Oh, thank you so much. You're so welcome. Yeah, I thought it was the 19th. Yeah, day before. Isn't that bicycle day? Or is that the 21st? I should know. You have not started anything. That's likely a blessing. That's likely a blessing, girl. Well, he asked me to be his girlfriend in the future. Fresh reading 5 cards. Okay, let's see. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will NK ask Cleo to be his girlfriend in the future? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will NK ask Cleo to be his girlfriend in the future? How long have you known him for? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, will NK ask Cleo to be his girlfriend in the future? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, will NK ask Cleo to be his girlfriend in the future? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, will NK ask Cleo to be his girlfriend in the future? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, will NK ask Cleo to be his girlfriend in the future? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, will NK ask Cleo to be his girlfriend in the future? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, will NK ask Cleo to be his girlfriend in the future? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, will NK ask Cleo to be his girlfriend in the future? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, will NK ask Cleo to be his girlfriend in the future? Knight of Swords reversed, Five of Swords reversed, Five of Pentacles, Page of Cups reversed, again, Page of Pentacles reversed. No. Spirit's saying no. Cards are saying no. And we just received a donation. Oh my gosh. Hey. Oh my gosh, Phyllis. How are you doing, girl? Good to see you. Thank you so much for your donation. Hope you're doing great. You've known him for a year. Okay. Yeah, it's not something, and here's the thing, we asked about the, what was her name? PU, and the card said that he would choose her, but the cards also said that he's not looking to be locked down, he's not looking for an actual girlfriend, he's looking for something convenient on his terms, something that he can control. Again, we have this Page of Pentacles reversed. Page of Cups is literally someone popping into your life, usually of a romantic nature, usually someone from your past. So if we're talking about the future here, this is Spirit saying like he will likely not be in the future either. And Spirit's still hammering it home. They are not normally this loud with me, but they're just saying like, run. Like she is not, let her know he is not worth it. She's not missing out on anything with him. He's you may feel like it, but they're saying that you guys are not on the same wavelength. That's not even something that I like normally say, but that's like what I'm seeing in like writing, like not the same wavelength. Your values are not aligned. There will be no defeat because there will be no victory with this Five of Swords reversed, and you guys will likely. I hate to be so direct, but Five of Pentacles is definitely a card of abandonment, separation. Like I can't tell you what to do, but Spirit is imploring that you separate yourself from him. They're saying that he'll likely. I mean, the future is unwritten, but I mean, we're getting repeating cards here, and cards don't lie. Like there's lots of repeating messages here, and I'm hearing them and I'm feeling them. Like I'm getting like chills. Like yeah, they're very adamant here that he's not going to be in a relationship with you, and B, it'd be best to just not be around him at all if you can. And you know, anyone who's gonna be your boyfriend, anyone who really wants to be your boyfriend, you should know. You know, they should definitely let you know. And they should be chasing you. You know, he should really be falling at his feet for you. And the fact that he's not, you know, it's not a good sign. Yeah, guys play it cool, girls play it cool too, but and he may show some signs of interest, but that Seven of Swords reversed, that's a game player, girl. That's someone who plays games a lot, and that's something that Spirit is not a fan of. Spirit does not like tricksters. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Cleo Love. Thank you very much for your donation. I really appreciate you, and I hope I brought you clarity there to a tough situation. Miss Phyllis, you'd like to know, will you get more hours at Campbell University after the 24th of April? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, will Phyllis get more hours at Campbell University after the 24th? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, will Phyllis get more hours at Campbell University after the 24th? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, will Phyllis get more hours at Campbell University after the 24th? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides will Phyllis get more hours at Campbell University after the 24th. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides will Phyllis get more hours at Campbell University after the 24th. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides will Phyllis get more hours at Campbell University after the 24th. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides will Phyllis get more hours at Campbell University after the 24th. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides will Phyllis get more hours at Campbell University after the 24th. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides will Phyllis get more hours at Campbell University after the 24th. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides will Phyllis get more hours at Campbell University after the 24th. Yeah, I'm hella tired too. I'm just thinking to myself, I was like, I just got this like wave of tired on me. Okay, we have Ace of Cups, the Sun, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords reversed, and Six of Swords reversed. That's a very fast yes. Yes, you will be getting more hours after the 24th. Loving this Queen of Pentacles right here in the center. This is definitely an improvement and a growth in one's finances and in one's hours and one's work. The Sun, clarity, and again, growth and development in one's work. I want just a little bit of clarity. Yeah, Ace of Cups. I don't know if all your fellow employees are going to be getting more hours. I know you will, though. That I can let you know is you will. Yeah, happy financial news, happy work news. But then, yeah, I want some clarity, though, with this Queen of Swords reversed and Six of Swords reversed real quick. How are things? I know you didn't ask a question about your coworkers, but yeah, I almost feel like you're gonna get hours and some other coworkers might not, and there might be some with this Ace of Cups and the Queen of Swords reversed, and I get the sense that it might upset some of your coworkers, make them feel jealous, bitter. And this Six of Swords reversed is like they might feel like some of them might feel so bitter that they might want to feel like leaving. Not you, on the other hand. Like, I don't want to say you're getting special favors, but I do feel like they're focusing on you. You're a dishwasher, okay. So do you work with other people that are also looking for more hours? I know you're the only one that does what you do, but like you must work with other people, right? Or are their hours not affected? Have they been talking about hours as well? Like, I know you do something different, but if all I'm saying is there might be some disruptions with folks you work with. Like, they might be wanting more hours too and work the food bar. Yeah. So what I'm seeing is just is like some bitterness with coworkers, possibly, and not personal, nothing personal, like, oh, feeling like you're a bad person or anything, or feeling towards you, but them feeling bitter towards the university. Because I get the sense that other people's hours have been cut as well, and even they might just not have expressed it to you. But yeah, in terms of you and your hours, that's a yes for me. It's through era mark. Okay. So yeah, I guess it would be feelings towards era mark and not you, because you have nothing to do with this. But just like on a grander scale, some disagreements possibly towards the company. Plus school. You're winding down. Yeah, yeah. As someone who also works at schools, I do know it is winding down for sure. Um, so I'm assuming you guys likely just had spring break. But yeah, no, those cards are definitely, those are yes cards. Yes cards for me, love. How long have you been working there? I always forget how sweet this stuff is. This aloe juice. I mean, it's good, but sure is sweet. Oh my goodness. Since February 20th. All right. When did you notice your hours decreasing recently? And thank you again, Phyllis, for your donation, love. Thank you, thank you. A little? Okay. Like over time, gradually? Or just like your hours decreased a little? Because it definitely looks like they'll be returning normal. So the donation queue is currently open. Yeah, I need to leave in an hour. I have somewhere to go tonight, so I won't be on for an extended amount of time. So if you do have a question, you're going to want to make your donation. And yeah, I think earlier I was talking about, or I was just about to get into my past life regression readings that I offered. Those are always super fascinating. And they don't have to be with any one specific intent. Well, yeah, we ask with one specific intention for spirit to illustrate a past life of yours, but it can be with any intent. It can be illustrate a past life of Aquarius that was the most challenging, or illustrate a past life that was the easiest, the most fortunate. But they're always illuminating, and there's definitely a reason why it is an actual therapeutic modality that I have been studying for many, many, many years, and I found that I was able to channel my past life visions through tarot maybe like 2 years into my professional practice. So that is also a type of reading that I offer, and that is donation amount of $19.19, unless you need to use SuperChat, in which is $27.27. And then also I offer private readings. I offer two different types of private readings. I offer them one-on-one, scheduled with you over Zoom. It's pretty much what you're seeing and hearing. It is what you're seeing and hearing here. Excuse me. I don't know where that came from. But you see the cards, you hear me, you see me. There's no limit except for the allotted time, but if we need to extend it, we usually can if time permits. No limit to the number of questions that I ask for you. And there's also the matter of it being convenient. It's on your time, and it's private. It's on your schedule, and you have that confidentiality. I recommend it for everyone at least one time, but especially for those who are going through something multifaceted that has multiple levels of questions that may need to be asked. And then the other type of private reading that I offer is at no additional donation amount. Just send in your donation with your question, and I can answer it. Usually within 1 to 2 hours, at the very latest in 24 hours. But I don't believe it's ever taken me 24 hours to get back to a private reading. And again, that's also for reasons of convenience. If you don't see me online and you have a question you need to ask, I'm here for you. I always have a deck of cards with me, and also for reasons of courtesy. If you don't want your situation online on a public forum, we can do it offline at no additional donation amount. But that is not one-on-one. Unless we happen to be on Instagram at the same time, I don't mind chatting back and forth within the allotted time. But Again, that's 5 minutes for a mini, 10 for a full, 15 for an in-depth. And yeah, just reach out to me over email or via Instagram if that is something that you would be interested in scheduling. And yeah, with that, the donation queue is most definitely open. Again, I'm going to be on for about 1 more hour. So if you do have a question, you're going to want to send it in. Thank you. Hey, Shateria. How are you? How's it going, girl? Oh, legit. That is always a good time. Good time of day. Any updates with Jay? Thank you so much, Shateria. Did you have 2 questions or just 1? Legit. Awesome. 2 questions, you got it. How did he feel when he saw that I accepted it? Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how did Jay feel when he saw Shateria accepted his friend request? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how did Jay feel when he saw Shateria accepted his friend request? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how did Jay feel when he saw that Shateria accepted his friend request? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how did Jay feel when he saw Shateria accepted his friend request? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how did Jay feel when he saw Shateria accepted his friend request? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how did Jay feel when he saw Shateria accepted his friend request? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how did Jay feel when he saw Shateria accepted his friend request? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how did Jay feel when he saw Shateria accepted his friend request? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how did Jay feel when he saw Shateria accepted his friend request? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how did Jay feel when he saw Shateria accepted his friend request? JB. Okay, I think Jay works there, love. If I use initials, I go by the first initial too, just like if it's a first name. And what did you say his sign? He's a Scorpio, right? And you're a no, I'm blanking on what you are. Are you fire sign? Temperance reversed. The Moon. King of Cups reversed. Ten of Wands reversed. And the Emperor reversed. So I think he definitely felt a sense of relief with this Ten of Wands reversed and this Temperance reversed. He's an Aries, okay. He definitely had felt a sense of relief, which is telling me if he felt a sense of relief, I believe I picked this up in your Sagittarius, okay. I believe I picked this up in another reading I did for you on him, that I was concerned that he was like really worried that you were going to deny his friend request. He was anxious about it. I think the Nine of Swords came out a couple of times. So on one hand, he is relieved that you accepted his friend request, but now it's like, well, where do I go from here? I don't want to say he's back at square one, but he's still insecure in the way of romance with the Emperor reversed and the King of Cups reversed. He's still unsure of how to navigate this. It's like, okay, well, yeah, like that's a step in the right direction. She accepted my friend request. Cool. And he got really excited. He was really happy. And then he was like, cool. What the hell do I say? Like, what do I do now? The moon. Like, what do I do? You know? And it seems, to people like us, it seems rather easy. Like, well, reach out to her, like, comment on her photos, interact. But the guy has loner tendencies, as we've talked about at length before in the past. He doesn't have, I don't want to say he doesn't have social skills, because he does, but they aren't the best. He has good skills when it comes to work and working, with his, people he needs to work with. The ones he's taking care of, and the one and you're, you work not right alongside him, but you do work in the same place. But when it comes to matters of the heart or even friendship, he chokes up, and that's the energy I'm getting here. Is he's just like, or not choke, but he like freezes up, and now he's like, okay, well, what do I do now? Like, and I, thinking about this, the fact that knowing what he does for a living, that kind of makes sense to me. I'm not making excuses for him, but I'm just trying to put myself in his shoes and how his mind works. Minds like that are highly logical. And most everything that he is highly skilled in has procedures to it, and has a handbook on how to. There are very specific ways to do what he does, right? That's how your industry functions. Excuse me. So there's like, oh my gosh, sorry. So that's where I think I told you I had a client who was dating a rocket scientist. I actually have two clients who are dating rocket scientists, and it was very similar energy, where they were successful and super duper smart in their work life, and then when it comes to romance, doesn't matter how handsome they are, how much they got it going on, this is his failure to see that. Do I think that he thinks that you like him? I think he does, and I think that's what's like the reality of that is now I have to take the lead. Now what do I do? Where do I go from here? There's no handbook. There's no guide to how to do it the right way, how to date properly, how to court someone properly, and because it's different for every person, it's different for every situation, and I feel like that's kind of like he would spend, if there was a handbook on how to date the exact correct way, I feel like he would be the first customer in line. Like, it's, he sees things in a very procedural, logical way. So when it comes to matters of the heart, he's not completely clueless, but it is not his strong suit. So that's what I'm seeing there when it comes to how he felt when he saw that you accepted his friend request. Please, sorry, I don't know if you posted already. Please go ahead and post your second question. Thank you. What will be his intentions towards me? That's I can ask that question, but it might be difficult to answer. Sorry, because I mean I can ask what his current. I can definitely see what his current intentions are right now. In terms of future, you mean his future intentions? That's kind of difficult to predict. Tarot is all about reading what's going on right now. Do you want to see what his intentions are now? We can try to ask and see what his future intentions are, if that's what you were asking. Current, okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are JB's current energies towards Shateria? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are JB's current thoughts? Sorry, I'm all doing my love reading. Intentions. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are JB's current intentions towards Shateria? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are JB's current intentions towards Shateria? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are JB's current intentions towards Shateria? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are JB's current intentions towards Shateria? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are JB's current intentions towards Shateria? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are JB's current intentions towards Shateria? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are JB's current intentions towards Shateria? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are JB's current intentions towards Shateria? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are JB's current intentions towards Shateria? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are JB's current intentions towards Shateria? Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and Two of Wands reversed. Of course. Okay. So this is good. This is good, but it's also a bit frustrating. Sorry, I've got like terrible allergies. One sec. So he definitely has current romantic intentions towards you, love. He definitely wants to initiate something closer with you, likely starting with friendship, which is how a lot, I think a lot of romantic connections start with friendship, which is a good thing. You want to make sure that you can be friends with the person who you're with as well. And I say that they are. This Ace of Wands is definitely a new beginning. And the reason why I feel it is romantic is with this beautiful Queen of Cups right next to it. He definitely does have romantic feelings towards you, which we've seen before. We know this. But I also see that his intentions as they stand right now are very, very work-based with this Three of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles. I'm wondering if it's possible for him to try and work with you, or if you guys are in two different total fields. I definitely feel like his comfort zone is your guys' workplace. He will likely initiate conversation, a meeting at not like an actual business meeting, but like meeting up for coffee or something on break time, like at your work. He's definitely keeping it in a realm where he feels comfortable, where he feels safe, because he's in a place right now where he's really stepping out of his comfort zone, which is great, which is what's up. You'll never, if you never take that chance, you'll never know, and he's really taking that chance. Even though I know it's not a huge chance because I know you like him, he doesn't. He knows you like him, but he's still got that insecurity. He's still not entirely sure. But then, of course, we got this bloody Two of Wands reversed. We do have the Ace of Wands upright, but then when it comes to decisions, we do have the Two of Wands reversed. That's not to say that he's on the fence about anything. Well, yes, it's not that he's on the fence about that the fact that he has romantic feelings towards you, and he's not on the fence about reaching out to you. I don't know how else to show him. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess maybe initiate a chat with. I'm thinking. I'm putting myself in your shoes. I remember once I had a crush on this guy who lived above me. This is gonna sound creepy and stalkerish, but it resulted in a date, and a successful date. But not. I ended up not liking him, but I got a date out of it. I had a crush on this guy who lived above me, and there was a storm one night, and his rug that he was he was out on his balcony for some reason fell down onto my porch, and I forget how I found his Facebook, but I did. He wasn't in any of my classes or anything. This was in college, and I somehow found his Facebook. He didn't question it at all. I just said, "Hey, I'm your neighbor downstairs." I was just looking for an excuse to message him, and I was like, "Oh, this is fate." Like his mattress, or sorry, his mat on my porch. So I messaged him right away. He didn't question it at all. He asked me out on a date, and we just started talking. I was so afraid he was going to be like, well, how did you even know my name? Like, what, like, how did you find me? I was so concerned about that. He didn't care. He was like, oh, cool, a girl messaged me, nice, like, legit, you know? Men aren't as complicated as we are. So, I mean, talking to him, reaching out to him a little bit. I know you don't want to initiate things, but he may need that. He's the type of guy who needs that nudge. And I don't think that he'll be really passive and reliant on you to make every move after that. I think one nudge and we can get the dominoes rolling. You know what I mean? I know you can argue, well, you know, I sent him that message. I liked a picture that he was in. I get it. That, you know, you did do those things, but they were a bit indirect. He got the picture, but he still has this confusion. That moon card where he's feeling slightly insecure because he's not for sure. And again, with the logic, knowledge, he's wanting to be absolutely sure to know that you like him when that's just not, you know. I have the secret knowledge, but he doesn't. And that scares him. He's putting himself, you know, he's gambling with possibly not being liked back. And again, this is really unfamiliar territory for him. I'm not saying you need to guide him by the hand the whole time and teach him how to be a boyfriend or a romantic partner or even a friend. But I know it wouldn't hurt if you would like. So I feel like he wants me to actually speak to him. I do. Yeah, he would love that. It would bring him so much clarity. It would be like, oh, okay, so I wasn't imagining things. Those weren't he's still holding on to the possibility out of his insecurity that the message you sent him might have been indeed an accident. And then when he didn't hear right away the friend request, his mind started spinning for a couple of days, thinking, oh, I guess I misread that, you know, because that could have just been an accident. And maybe she liked the photo I was in, not because of me, but because of the other people who were in it. People's minds do start spinning when there's romantic feelings involved. And especially super logical people. So, yeah, if he had some direct sign that you for sure wanted to initiate at least a friendship with him, communicate. I feel that Two of Wands would turn totally upside down and he'd be like, oh, now I know the direction to go in for sure. And, you know, nothing's set in stone in terms of whether, you know, he'll end up getting hurt or not, but he does want to take that chance, but he also wants to know that his odds are greater than he thinks they might be at this time. I think he just needs like one more sign that's just more solid. We're already at such a good point here. We're getting so close, I feel. There's such good progression. It has been a little, I don't want to say slow, but putting myself in his shoes, possibly confusing, and with you too. Both your shoes, it's been a little confusing. And I think just being direct is the name of the game here. Clarity, because I can tell he likes you. I can tell he wants to initiate something with you. That Ace of Wands, definitely a big thumbs up card, wanting something to start anew. The first card in the Minor Arcana, the brand new beginning. I think it would just make him feel like, okay, yeah, I can do this now. I like, because that's the other thing is y'all work together, so he doesn't want to bark up the wrong tree and end up offending you. You know, he's also terrified of that. Like, what if she doesn't like me? You know, we work together. Lots of that's that Emperor reversed. So, I don't think you'd have to make too much of an effort. I think once you make like one nudge, things will just start rolling, moving forward in a more steady, less vague fashion, I think. So, yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you, love. Thank you very much for your donation, as always. I appreciate you. And, yeah, this is definitely moving forward. Hey, Mahogany. Yes, I am. Yes, I am still taking donations, love. And you would be next if you made a donation. Thank you. And thank you so much, Shateria. I appreciate you again. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mahogany. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Does Reese care if he speaks to me or not? Do you mean right now, or like forever, or in general? When was the last time the two of you spoke? A few weeks ago. So do you? So when you ask, does he care if he speaks to you or not? Are we talking about right now, or do you mean like in the future as well? And I mean, I guess in general. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Reese care if he speaks to Mahogany? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Reese care if he speaks to Mahogany anymore? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Reese care if he speaks to Mahogany anymore? Angels, messengers, and sorry. If he speaks to me. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Reese care if he speaks to Mahogany anymore? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Reese care if he speaks to Mahogany anymore? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Reese care to speak to Mahogany anymore? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Reese care if he speaks to Mahogany anymore? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. Does Reese care if he speaks to Mahogany? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. Does Reese care if he speaks to Mahogany anymore? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. Does Reese care if he speaks to Mahogany anymore? Nine of Cups reversed, Three of Cups, the Chariot, Queen of Pentacles, and the World reversed. This is interesting. It's kind of a difficult question to ask. So you guys haven't spoken in a few weeks. Does he want to speak to you right now at this moment? No, I'm not seeing energy of that. But do I feel like he feels like he's going to inevitably speak with you again in the future. He doesn't think that this is completely over. With the World reversed and the Chariot, he doesn't think that this has come to a complete end. Did you pull away from him, or did you feel him pulling away and then you just stopped contact? Because I think he's kind of cocky. He really thinks that you'll come back to him and you guys will start talking again. This has been a pattern with other women in his life. Excuse me. And I don't want to say I'm getting player vibes from him, but I do with the Three of Cups. Like, I often don't see the Three of Cups as a third party card, and we weren't asking about a third party, but in this case it does very much feel like he wants the company of multiple females at one time. Which would not be the first time that a man wants that. Like, if he could have the world his way, that's how it would be. He would likely be like polygamous, but he knows that's not how a lot of people, most women aren't into that. But I think he feels like no matter what he does, you'll end up coming back. And you guys will inevitably speak with one another again. I mean, that's fine if he wants that, not trying to change him. Yeah. But, and he's not trying to change you either. I don't think he would try to change you, but I think he has, if I'm remembering correctly, when we were reading for him earlier on, I don't think you even told him that you were looking for something long-term with him. And you may have even said that you weren't looking for something long-term or connected with him or committed with him. But he gets the sense that you do. But he also gets the sense that, and I'm not, yeah, I never told him that, and I'm not, okay, so, I'm trying to remember our earlier readings that we did regarding him. Were you the one was this the situation where you were considering having him just as a friend, and then you realized that that would be too, no, maybe that wasn't you. So you're kind of just looking for something casual with him? Because, yeah, the energy that I'm getting from him is, but, oh, I see it doesn't matter to him because he always expects me to speak to him. That's more the issue I'm getting here is his, it's kind of, there's some audacity there, you know, just assume that someone's gonna, oh, they'll reach right back out to me because, you know, that's just what happens. Really something one time with, oh, I remember, yeah, you said you just wanted to, like, want something, I remember when I was at my parents' house, I was doing a reading for you, and I think I remember saying, like, okay, so imagine being with him just like a one-time thing, and then it ends up being great, but he's opposed to doing something a second time. Would you be okay with that? There's just a lot, really something like not really casual, really something okay, not really casual, okay. Have you told him that? Because from what I'm seeing here, that sounds like that's very much his energy. But I also am picking up that he's picking up mixed signals, or he picked up mixed signals. That wasn't something that you were looking for. I'm pretty sure I would be okay because he has not been consistent. It's okay, wouldn't expect that. Okay. I don't really understand. So you'd be okay because he's been inconsistent? But things do change. It's possible you could be physical with him once and not feel an attachment after that, but things do really change. Sex really does change things between two people, especially for women. We're biologically wired to develop feelings for people that we sleep with, to secure a father figure because our body thinks we're having a child, or preparing for a child. It goes into that like biological primal mode. I wouldn't expect him to be more than what he has been. Okay, which has been not too much. You said you guys haven't been physical together, so that's what I'm saying is if he did show up in a physical way and you had one amazing night with him, you wouldn't long for more, or would you just be okay with that? I think that's something that I would think about more here, because that would be a hell of a temptation. Just for me personally, if I knew I had just one time with someone, possibly just one time, and it ended up being magical and fantastic, and then it was yanked away from me, that would be, for me, and I'm just a sensitive Sally, sensitive Sophie, be a little tough, but no, I would be okay with that. Actually, it would help my ego because that is what I wanted. Okay, well, if that's what you wanted, I mean, it looks like that's what he's looking for. And I do recall seeing that in other readings. Maybe being more direct about it. Um, all this time I would take the win and leave. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, it's not an impossible possibility that it could still happen. Yeah, of course, of course. And thank you. Thank you, Mahogany. Please go ahead and post your second question. Thank you. So If I asked him directly for something casual once, would he do it? I'm not too sure about that because he has just been extremely decisive to me, towards me at least. Okay. What do you mean by he's been extremely decisive towards you? Like he's made a decision to not have that? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. If Mahogany asked Reese directly for a one-time casual thing, would he abide? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. If Mahogany asked Reese for a one-time casual thing, would he go with it? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. If Mahogany asked Reese for a one-time casual thing, would he go with it? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. If Mahogany asked Reese for a one-time casual thing, would he go with it? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. If Mahogany asked Reese for a one-time casual thing, would he go with it? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. If Mahogany asked Reese for a one-time casual thing, would he go with it? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. If Mahogany asked Reese for a one-time casual thing, would he go for it? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. If Mahogany asked Reese for a one-time casual thing, would he go for it? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. If Mahogany asked Reese for a one-time casual thing, would he go for it? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. If Mahogany asked Reese for a one-time casual thing, would he go for it? Like he is not making a decision at all on anything. King of Pentacles reversed, Four of Pentacles, King of Swords reversed, Queen of Swords reversed, and the Fool reversed. I hear you there. I hear you. I see you. See him. This King of Swords reversed, Queen of Swords reversed. That's someone who's, just not making a decision, not making a solid decision. My answer here would be no, actually, because again, I think he would beat around the bush. Doesn't mean that it would never happen at all with this Four of Pentacles. This is where I see him being like, I don't want to say a little bit manipulative. I would not be surprised if he's involved with someone right now. I would not be surprised if he's involved with more than one person right now. And when I say involved, I do not mean like committed. Maybe he's telling them that he is, but nothing feels serious with him. But this feels like if you presented that to him, he would likely initially reject it. He would walk away, the Fool reverse, the King of Pentacles reverse, not come to us. He might even beat around the bush with it and mince his words for a bit with the King of Swords reversed and Queen of Swords reversed, but do trust and believe he would take what you said and put it in his, in a mental post-it note in his mind, and when he's feeling lonely in the future, he would likely come back to you. There's a power play here. There's a big thing with power plays, things on his terms, on his time. I think that I don't want to say he gets a sick pleasure out of that, but because it could just be something regarding him staying within his comfort zone, so to speak, but I can see here that he would initially probably beat around the bush and then say no, and then keep that for future reference. Do you know if he's seeing other girls right now? Because I'm just trying to figure out because I'm not seeing an absolute no, I just don't want to be with her at all. If I saw that, I would tell you, because there's something that he is holding on to, and it does feel like he needs things on his terms, his time. You wouldn't know. Yeah, I think that's probably what's making him so reticent at this time, because I keep on seeing that it's at this time, when we asked about him talking to you ever again. It's he's not talking to you now, but he thinks that you guys will probably talk in the future. He just expects that you'll always be there when he's ready, and right now he's clearly not ready to have something even casual with you. And by ready, that could mean he's just not emotionally ready. It could mean he's involved with someone. It could mean any number of things, but in terms of reasons. But they all seem like of the moment reasons, like temporary reasons that might go away. And then he keeps you in the back of his mind. So, I mean, what is it about me? Like, it's not about. That's the thing, is I'm not feeling like it's like he just doesn't have feelings for you, because he wouldn't hold on to this. He wouldn't hold on to the idea of talking to you in the future if he didn't have any feelings, or if he didn't like you, didn't find you attractive at the very least. This has more to. It's not as simple as that. It's not as simple. It rarely is that simple. It's with this, it feels like things on his terms, and that's telling me that he's likely involved with someone, possibly multiple people, and maybe he's thinking about stepping out on them, but isn't feeling ready to do it now. That's a there's a number of possibilities and reasons, but it's not. I don't see it as a personal thing with you. I do get the sense that he's likely involved with other women and has his attentions elsewhere, but still is interested. But it's like he's got his hands full, but I also don't get the sense that he's like a devoted man either. It does feel personal. I'm not gonna. I understand. I totally understand mahogany as someone who's currently in the dating world right now. It's hard for it to not feel personal sometimes, but it's often not. Sometimes it is, sometimes, but I really don't see it's anything that you said or did or anything about you on a personal level. I've never seen that. I just see these walls. He puts up these walls and wants things on his terms, you know. I just want what I want. Yeah, I hear you, and it's, especially as women, it's tough to be denied, period, as a woman or a man, and then especially, like, you know, even mentioning like casual sex and then being denied that's telling me that even if he's not down for even casual sex, he's likely involved with someone. Do I think that he would like to probably stray from them? Yeah, given what I'm seeing, what I've been reading for him for the past couple of months, nothing feels very serious with him. But yeah, I understand that. I'm wanting what you want, and you can't force it. You know, it's really it's tough. You can't. I've definitely been there. But the way that I see it now, the way that I try to see it now, is if they don't want me, on to the next one. Like, their loss, and then I'll just move on. You know. Hey Deb, welcome. I do my best to not get stuck on people, which can be hard. But now my big thing is, like, I want to be chased. I want to be courted, not chased per se, but I want to be courted. I don't want to be wondering how a guy is feeling about me or thinking about me. I want to have confidence in where he's at, which can be hard too. Miss Deb, if you have a question, I highly recommend making your donation now, because I've got to go. I have somewhere to be tonight. I need to leave in about 10 minutes or so. So yeah, I'm actually going to do a last call for donations tonight, or today. And thank you so much, Mahogany. Thank you. Much love and light to you. Yeah, if anyone has any questions tonight, now is definitely the time to ask. Yeah, I've got to run in about 10. Oh, hey, how you doing, girl? What time is it now? Oh yeah, and I've been on for over 2 hours now. So let me set my timer here. Last call, everybody, tonight for all donations. Thank you. I have something in my throat. Last call tonight, last call for any and all donations. Thank you. Last call, everyone. Last call for donations. Thank you. Last call, everybody. Last call tonight for all donations. Thank you. Alright, looks like everyone is happy and taken care of. Much love and light to you, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.